Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Looking to throw, it's Singleton. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So Georgia's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Georgia going up tempo. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stocker. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And the Bulldogs are marching down the field. Leaves it with the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. play action on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Tuggle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Handoff from the gun. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, the power run here. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Dogs will hustle for the line. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. They move the tight end all over. Trying to slam in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. A third and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. Trying to pound their way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's now 4th and goal.
29 Philly.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. They are shaking the rafters of this place, trying to help their defense as they've got them pinned deep. They'll give it to the back. Gets them away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with second and 4. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Got the quick pass. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll try to find a more productive play this time on second and long from the 14. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Singleton. Looking deep down the right side. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. The defensive player makes the nice pick.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Going up top on first down. Oh, he dropped it! And the defense has it. They're going the other way.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked up. He didn't. Defense took advantage of it.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear. One of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill. Just being able to...
And the pass hits, picked off. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
He wants to pass it on second down. Gets it out fast. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Stocker. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
Ready to try the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over UTSA. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Trying to get behind the defense. Brings it in down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. To the air, it's Singleton. He got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 3rd and goal coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Getting some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from... Oh, they block it! He's going to scoop it up! They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Georgia.
Just a precious few ticks remaining. This likely the final play of the first half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
we are set to crank it up here in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. Used to play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Trying play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he returned that into reverse skate in a hurry and takes it to the 46.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get left.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again. Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he makes the catch inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by a field goal over Cincinnati. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Takes the easy completion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He's going for a big play downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Dogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. It's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It's complete on the right side. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They get to the line quickly.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
Now on 1st down from the 40. He wants to throw. He lets it fly. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown Bulldogs. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Razorbacks have pushed it inside the 20. They're going to throw it again. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Singleton. Looking for the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a 1st down.
100 inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Looking for a huge play. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Georgia! And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Nevada is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 17 over Utah State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Singleton. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play.
On the set.
Well, they did on that one. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll set up to throw. With the catch, it's Kelly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Going downfield for the big play. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Got it past the marker. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31.
Let's go.
He's going to pass. He's right on target. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. Right down the middle. Lost the defense, he's wide open. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.